Welcome to this LP Gas Growth Summit Partner Spotlight on Otodata.
Hi everybody, Brian Richardson here with LP Gas Magazine. Today's featured interview is with Otodata. They're a tank monitoring company. They're also an LP Gas Growth Summit partner. I spoke with David Dodd, who covers the southern United States for the company. Appreciate you joining us here, David, and maybe just can you briefly summarize a little bit of what Otodata brings to the propane industry?
Otodata has quickly grown in the industry. It's one of those companies that has developed a product that has an extremely great return on investment. It prides itself on its technology, on the hardware, the software, the phone app, the cost of the hardware, the monitoring fees. And because of that, it really has grown in the industry, in the fuel and specifically propane industry by leaps and bounds in a very short period of time.
Would you say it's time for the propane industry to really embrace technology?
Well, I think especially in this day and age of what we're dealing with this year, and specifically in 2020, technology of tank monitoring has become extremely important for various reasons. Number one, drivers. We heard a lot from drivers this year that drivers just did not want to go out to particular customers' homes unless they really were needed to go. Nobody wants to show up at a tank that's at 50% full, 45% full. They want to go and they want to maximize those gallons, maximize their time and energy, which fits perfectly in with what where a marketer should be this day and age, to be able to maximize your efficiencies and really go to that customer's tank less stops per year and maximize your gallons per stop. This is where the new profit is. This is where your efficiencies are.
You're talking about the Growth Summit a little bit ago and not being able to be down there this year in Florida. But, if you were down there in front of our group of propane retailers, what would you tell them this year?
What I would be telling them is quite simply, we strive every morning that we get up to provide the best return on investment that a marketer can make of any piece of equipment they can buy to help their business. We do that through a variety of means. We have the longest battery life in the industry. We have dual SIM cards in our monitors that allow them to not have to pick the cell carrier. The monitor will pick the cell carrier for them in the background. The fact that our cost for hardware and our monitoring fees are the lowest in the industry, guaranteed. We make them the lowest in the industry. And lastly, I would tell them, if you want to try us out, we have a no obligation test where we will send you some monitors to test so that you can see our monitors in person, you can see our software in person, and you can see our phone app in action live, so that you can be comfortable with our monitors before you even spend a dime.
Obviously, COVID-19 has dominated a lot of the talk and the headlines this year. Can you just talk a little bit about, from Otodata's perspective, how has Otodata persevered, during this time?
This has been an interesting year on a personal side and on a professional side. The company has done fantastic. I can tell you the company has exceeded all expectations this year. We have, year over year, we have passed our sales and growth expectations for what we had at the beginning of the year. We've surpassed that already. So we're very happy with where our performance has been. What I don't really attribute that to the pandemic. I really attribute that to the work ethic that we put in 2019 to set the table for 2020. We're spending a lot of time this year on research and development. We've expanded our R&D team at Otodata, and we're looking at increasing and adding new technologies, new products. And we hope we're trying to set the table for 2021 that will exceed what we've done this year.
Well, David Dodd covers the southern United States for Otodata. Really appreciate you taking the time, David, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us for this LP Gas Growth Summit Partner Spotlight on Otodata.